What's up, everybody? I'm back. I'm going to do another EU4 achievement run here. And for this one, I'm going to attempt the Frozen Assets achievement run. Uh, the goal of this is to start as Novgorod and control 90% of the trade power in the White Sea trade node. Well, it is also the highest valued trade node in the world. Now that's going to be tricky because I don't think it'll be too hard to get 90% of White Sea trade node, but it is basically the poorest trade node in the world. Let's just look up here. Um, Total. And yep, all the way at the bottom. As far as the known world goes, Europe, whatever I can see, it is by far the poorest trade node in the world. So that's going to mean pulling trade in from a lot of places. We'll have control of Novgorod, which is significantly better, and we'll steer to White Sea, and ultimately we'll collect there, and we'll try to get White Sea into the strongest trade node. And mainly that's going to be so that the inputs to White Sea are from Novgorod, inputs to Novgorod are from Kiev and Kazan, and I'm thinking that basically this is going to be about controlling the east here, maybe all the way to China, colonizing Siberia and all this, steering all this trade up into White Sea, and then dominating that. Yeah, I mean, the trade part is hard enough, but the other part is just surviving as Novgorod. Um, you can see here my enemies, Denmark, which has Sweden and Norway in a personal union. Lithuania, Livonian Order, Tver, this little guy. Everybody hates me. Muscovy, for whatever reason, has not yet rivaled me, but yeah, they hate me. They want my land. They will probably rival me soon. Um, as far as potential allies, yeah, we have some Orthodox countries down here in the Caucasus, like Circassian Georgia, but they're under such threat as it is. Moldavia, Perm maybe I could. Perm is under Perm is a vassal of Muscovy, so that's not an option. Yeah, I mean our potential allies here are pretty few and far between. I feel like I've seen Scotland as a Novgorod ally in the past, but I mean even that is not super appealing to me. Yeah, no, they have very little interest in that. I could see Sweden if they are able to break out of the personal union under Denmark. I could also see Poland, especially if they get the personal union over Lithuania. Then Lithuania stops being a rival to me. So stuff like that is probably what I'll look at. I would love to have a horde. Something to give me protection from Muscovy, because right now, Muscovy is fielding 22,000 with a force limit of 29. I am fielding 14,000 with a force limit of 18. I mean, he has vassals, so he has 3 vassals. 1, 2, 3. That is, yeah, very bad news for me if I get into a war with him early. So, yeah, this is going to be tricky just to survive the early stages, I think. But if we can knock out Muscovy, we should be able to expand east and become very strong. And I think we can form Russia with this achievement and still get the achievement. Though I'm not sure if we'll want to. We'll see. So right now I am basically a merchant republic. That gives me an extra merchant and extra caravan power, which will be good for this overland trade. And then ideas. Our traditions are reduction in the cost of mercenaries, and an extra point in Diplo rep. Okay, not could be helpful depending on how we play this. And our ideas are +1 yearly prestige. That's pretty good. +1 missionary strength. That's pretty good. Plus +0.5 Republican tradition. That is huge. As a republic, that's going to give me an extra 50%. And that right there is just a really good reason not to become Russia and become a monarchy, in my view, because we'll be able to maintain pretty good Republican tradition. That means a lot of re-elections for our whatever we call them, Grand Knias, whatever the hell that means. Moving on, we got +20% national manpower modifier, very good. +1 yearly naval tradition and +15 privateer efficiency, nah. -20% light ship costs, that's okay. And our ambition is +20% fort defense. So some okay ideas in here, some kind of whatever. We'll definitely need exploration or expansion, something that allows us to colonize out here. But that we're definitely not there yet. So let's deal with the diplomatic situation first. Let's just go ahead and I guess just rival Muscovy. We might as well. They're gonna be our big antagonist here. Yeah, let's rival Tver. They're tiny. I mean, that's a good opportunity for expansion there if they don't ally somebody strong. Denmark. I mean, Livonian Order is an opportunity for expansion, but I don't really need their land. They're Baltic Sea trade nodes, so they're kind of useless to my goal of actually completing this. But they are rivaling me anyway, so maybe I might as well. We'll just stick it in Lithuania because I think they're probably going to end up in a personal union under Poland, and then maybe we can, maybe we'll have a better option then. I think I want to improve relations right off the bat with Poland, and they're loyal towards Denmark right now. I don't know, England? Hungary doesn't like Poland. Austria's very far away. Let's do a Golden Horde. Hope for the best. Alright, let's say missions. Where is Vitebsk? Protect our brethren in Vitebsk. That's in Lithuania. That is not something I'm super excited about. Where's Vologda? Vologda is a core. I have some cores in Muscovy. I guess we'll take that. Though my prospects for actually fighting them are... I can't fight them anytime soon. Income is actually decent. Let's check out the trade situation. We are collecting in White Sea for like next to nothing. We are transferring from Kiev to Novgorod. I guess our third one is free. I guess we will... That's out of my trade range. Alright, we'll just collect at home. It'll give us a tiny boost to trade power. And we'll tell our tiny trade fleet to protect trade there. And we will move these guys here and just mothball them. We do have 2 heavies we start with. Yeah. The other thing I should mention is we are Orthodox. And there's an achievement for getting 100% Orthodox authority as an or Patriarch authority as an Orthodox country that I don't have, and so hopefully we'll try and achieve that along the way. So I plan on just taking positive Patriarch authority events whenever they come up, and that gives us missionary strength, um, reduces unrest, hurts our taxes, but I mean I kind of plan on being a trade income country anyways, and it gives us manpower modifier. 0% gives us nothing, but we just don't have that penalty to tax modifier. So in general, I think you want Patriarch authority. Okay. Do I want to hire any advisors to start out, or just see what the money looks like? I kind of want a military guy, but none of these guys actually boost us in any meaningful way. We'll take land maintenance, I guess. Let's look at the situation here. Yeah. Outside of me and Muscovy, there's not a lot of Orthodox, except maybe way down here. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm not sure I want to ally these guys. I mean, they're under real threat, and I don't think they can really help me very much. I really need Muscovy's enemies to be my friends, but they all hate me right now as well. So, I guess we'll leave one diplomat free for the moment in case something comes up. And we'll leave that open for now too, and probably build some troops. We have 10 infantry, 4 cavalry, and we have 4 more in our limit. Let's do 2 more. We should check our troop types too. 2 options here. Offensive shock, offensive morale, or defensive morale. I guess we'll take the offensive version. Well, should we? I guess we'll stick with that one right now. Eastern Knights. We also have the Drzina Cavalry, which is defensive shock instead of offensive shock. Well, yeah, do we think we're going to get attacked or defend? We'll stick with Eastern Knights right now. Let's also fabricate here. And we'll build those 2. Going to turn off my forts for now. Where are my forts? Fort there and fort in Neva. All right. Let's see how we do here. Muscovy has taken the mission Conquer Novgorod, which probably gives him claims. It gives him claims on all of my land. Oh boy. Yeah, we desperately need an ally here. We need Poland to get the PU over Lithuania. Jesus, our force limit is so bad. We can't even put our whole army in our capital. Let's go hide in Neva. Let's check our notifications here. Da, da, da. Ottomans for sure. Hungary. Yeah, that should be good for now. Alright. Still making okay money. Let's go ahead and get in position here. Ottomans are warring Albania. Trader refuses to serve Republic, despite Novgorod's unquestionable devotion to trade. Blah, blah, blah. It's just a negative event. In White Sea, yeah, who cares? White Sea is, like, valueless right now. Alright, so we have Conquest CB against Tver, who is our rival, who has no allies. I think we should just go ahead and attack, probably, but let's real quick do some embargoes on our rivals. And who else is our rival? Tver. Well, we'll just kill Tver. Alright. Question is, do we want a general? I suppose. Blah, he's pretty terrible. One shock, I guess, better than nothing. Some pretty good rolls. Alright. He's on the move. And he's dead. Well, let's try and prevent attrition here. We'll just get kind of a minimum number. That'll do. Okay, Poland, you can get that personal union any time now. Yep. That'll do it. Alright, excellent. Lithuania stops being my rival. Yep, we'll cancel. revoke the embargo. And, oh, yeah, Muscovy rivaled me. Oh. Poland is looking much more favorable. We gotta wrap up this war quick. Quick, quick, quick. Poland wants war on Teutonic Order. Yaroslavl doesn't like me. Ugh. Lose a stab or lose 10 Republican tradition. When's the next election? Don't really want to lose Republican tradition. Kind of want to re-elect this guy a few times. He starts out okay. Okay, we'll take that hit. Okay, Tver is done. Now, I'm sort of wondering whether it's better to take the land or vassalize. I'll get more total troops if I vassalize. Look at Muscovy right here. Good chunk of his army with the 343 general. That will absolutely shred me. Let's vassalize. I could also have humiliated for power projection, but I don't want to miss opportunity to grab this land, so let's actually vassalize. I don't know, do I want all their money? Just a little money. I don't want to crush them. I want them to rebuild their army. We can make them give up claims too. Okay. Alright, go back home. And, Poland. Oh, Poland's very close to an alliance. Come on, Poland. Oh no, he's slipping away. Come on. Not same religion, army strength. I'm that nervous about it that I don't want to wait any more than necessary. This just keeps slipping away though. He keeps shifting army strength with it. And we're maxed with Poland. Huh, not great. What's Golden Horde think? They're pretty close too. Wow. Could really use... Who does Poland hate? And nobody that is helpful to me. Guess we'll take Livonian as a rival, and we'll take Denmark as a rival. And it's really weird. The army strength modifier keeps going up and down there, and we're just out of reach. What else can we do? Can't proclaim a guarantee. I wish we could royal marriage. We can. Oh, it's incredibly expensive. We could try temporarily building some mercs to get that army modifier down. I can't afford one more, apparently. Alright, we'll do something like that. Is that going to be enough? Oh yeah, that's enough, just barely. Okay. Huge. Huge development. Not that Poland appears to be getting crushed right now in their war against Teutonic, Livonian, and Hungary. Maybe they'll call me in, who knows. If so, I would be happy to help. But I am way over force limit. I need to delete all these mercs I made. And then we're good. We could probably improve relations with Tver for a little while. Let's see what Golden Horde. Oh, Golden Horde will ally as well. No! Was it the army strength that had me up there? That's too bad. There we go. Alright. I feel a little better now, although both my allies are countries that can totally implode. I mean, Golden Horde is getting crushed right now by Kazan and Crimea. So who knows if I made the right choice. Kazan isn't too worse. Kazan usually totally collapses, if memory serves. So let's see if anybody calls us into their wars. I'd also like to see how long it's going to take to get favors. Get a favor every 2 years with Poland. Golden Horde, we get a favor every 2 years as well. Yeah. Genoa attacking Crimea, which is in a war with... Not sure who started this war. Attacker against Kazan. Golden Horde is trying to expand into Kazan. And they have Uzbek on their side. Uzbek can get kind of strong. We'll see. I think there's some event that sort of partitions them, though. Alright, I'm feeling a little safer now. Although both my allies are locked in wars that they're not doing super great in. I think Poland will probably come out on top here, though. National unrest or prestige. I think unrest is fine. Gonna lower army maintenance a bit here too, and try to bank a little bit of money, since I've been kind of throwing it away on these schemes to get allies. Okay, election time. We want to keep him. How old is he? Well, he's not young, but we should get another 4 years at least out of him. Hopefully. We will give it a shot. Considering focusing military, I could see, we'll do this, we'll focus military, and we'll hire an advisor. I'd really like Poland and Golden Horde to wrap up their wars. Ideally on favorable terms, but whatever. I mean, both their enemies are in other wars. Crimea's in 3 wars. Wow, so what just happened there? Looks like Golden Horde just peaced and handed over a bunch of their land. Handed over 3 provinces to Kazan. Not great. Yeah, not a good sign to see our new allies doing so poorly, but hopefully they will rebuild and at least sort of open up a new flank on Muscovy for us. I would love for Muscovy's amazing general to die too. They always seem to have good generals. But yeah, 343, that's gonna absolutely shred my armies. If a real war broke out, I'd probably have to make this guy a general. Yep. Always spare no expense on this event if it's admin power. I usually do it for diplo power too, but especially for admin power, the cost to, if you turn those points right back into reducing inflation, it's still cost effective. Alright, Ottoman's coming for Byzantium. Pretty much on schedule. Oh, Poland's war is done too. And they have a regency. What? No, that's Serbia. Yeah. Their goal is conquer Western Prussia, which I assume is basically Teutonic lands. Yeah. So it looks like they gained a little bit, right? Yeah. They gained a little bit. Really would love it if they rivaled Muscovy, but what can you do? Noble Legacy of Cargopol. This is just about the factions. We have aristocrats in charge right now. Aristocrats are what you want for war. Morale of armies +5 and +10% land force limit, which I need even in peace. I need to maintain those force limits. And trade power abroad -10, not a big deal right now. Later in the game, we may want the traders. The traders gives you -5 national tax, but extra global trade power and reduced naval maintenance. The guilds. Build costs -10%. National manpower modifier -10. That's a kind of sucky negative. And goods produced +10. I don't know. I mean, what are we getting from production right now? Very minimal. I don't see a reason for guilds for us to ever want the guilds to be in charge. And I mostly want for a while now, I think, the aristocrats, especially if a war breaks out. This one gives me Muscovy opinion of Novgorod though. Ooh. I maybe want that. Try to stave off war. And the trade power bonus is not terrible. We'll do that, and then we'll boost, and then we'll boost again. So it's going to cost us 20 mil points that I don't want to spend, but I think it's worth it. Although, who cares? Muscovy is -200 with us. Yeah, whatever. England is defender against Burgundy and defender against France. Could see France expanding early here. Ooh, Sweden. Let's improve relations with Sweden. They might be a good ally later. Let's see what Muscovy's army is looking like. They've upped their force limit to 32. They're at 24,000. And plus they have 3 vassals. Probably another 15,000 troops or so. 12,000 more. What is going on? Golden Horde tribes. It looks like they got the tribal crisis or whatever. Oh, Golden Horde. Can you just accept demands or something? Let's see what Poland... Poland has 18,000. No manpower at all. They need to recover manpower. And what about Lithuania's 26,000? Also no manpower. If they can get their manpower back up, they will be useful allies. But until I have favors to call in, I don't think they're going to help me offensively. But they should at least give Muscovy pause. Or Muscovy. Muscovy has no allies. Personal union with Ryazan. So he has 4 vassals, really. Yeah, none of that is great. Gain mercantilism or lose I think we need to be gaining mercantilism for most of this game, all of this game. Since, I mean, our goal here is a trade-focused goal, so... Oh my god, Golden Horde is trying to build troops and just getting killed by this Horde rebel army. What a mess, Golden Horde, what a mess. Alright. Oh, another election. Do we want to hold out another one? I kind of do. He might die though, but we're getting great points. Let's keep Evfimi the second, and ooh, it's our first Patriarch Authority event. Wow, I can see why the lose authority events are tempting. Gain 50 admin power, but nope. Give us Patriarch Authority. Right now we are getting tiny bonus to unrest, to missionary strength, and to manpower. Is our manpower is at full? Yeah, our manpower is terrible. We really need to improve that. And right now we can probably tech up. We're Eastern. We can save up a little bit more. We'll hold out a little bit. Okay, so with that, I'm going to stop it here in this video, and I'll see you in the next one where we carry on with this Frozen Assets achievement run. Hopefully, I'd love offensive war with Muscovy, but we'll see what our allies think about that. So, see you next time.